We will be beginning in 2 minutes. So if everyone wants to take their places, that would be great. Thank you.
Yes.
When our parents are walking us up,
Yes.
do we all need to wear masks?
No, it's your parents.
Okay.
So you're
That's
fine.
what I didn't think so.
Yeah. No, you're good.
If we don't get the masks. No, they have two masks.
Yeah, you go up one at a time. So,
I'm assuming it's
Are you ready, Mr. Holt? Perfect. Good afternoon and welcome to Eaton School's 2021 graduation ceremony. As we gather here today, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we reaffirm our relationship with one another. In order to follow provincial guidelines, we ask that everyone wear masks if they are unable to socially distance from your immediate groupings. My name is Lisa King, and as principal of Eaton School, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the graduates of the class of 2021 and their parents. Please rise. Jordan Anthony Graham, son of Janelle Layton and Anthony Graham. Johnathon Lucas Stevens, son of Paul and Lisa Stevens. Richard James Adams, son of Richard and Bonnie Adams. Weelar Holton O'Connor, son of Jamie and Colette O'Connor. Logan Anthony Davis, son of Mark and Sheena Davis and Nicole Gibbon. Kaleb Michael Dean LaRiviere Bouvier, son of Amanda Bouvier. Carter James McGraw, son of Miranda McGraw. Quinn Evan Price, son of Derek and Vanessa Price. Brody Lewis Uman, son of Daryl and Vicki Uman. Kyle Andrew Thaker, son of Chris and Susan Thaker. Katharina Peters, daughter of Wilhelm and Anna Peters. Emma James McClay, daughter of Brent and Joanie McClay. Please join me in a round of applause for the Eaton School graduates of 2021. You may be seated. Thank you. Well, congratulations, graduates. We are so happy that your family and special guests are able to be here today to celebrate this special occasion with you. And it's a beautiful, sunny day. Had Chris Thaker checking the radar. He says we're good. So, the Eaton School Community Council, the Town of Eatonia, the RM of Chesterfield, and the SunWest Board of Education collectively would like to congratulate you on your graduation and send best wishes to you. Graduation marks the completion of one chapter and the beginning of another. Today, we acknowledge your achievements amidst all that you've been through and sincerely honor your success. You should feel proud of all your hard work and accomplishments. Today is the beginning of good things for you, new ventures, new accomplishments. Create your story, live your creation, and always believe in yourself. Be an ambassador for the kind of world you want to live in, and most of all, continue your life with desire and perseverance. Our hope for you is that from this day forward, you carry an abundance of pride for successfully completing this milestone in life an endless supply of wonderful memories, and the confidence and passion to follow your dreams. We share with you the words of Winnie the Pooh. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Congratulations and best wishes for your next adventure. Now, graduates, you may think that it seems like forever since you started school. Your parents and Eaton staff, however, are amazed at how quickly the past 13 years of your education have gone. As the last day of classes and exams approach and you prepare to take the next steps of your journey in life, you are probably feeling some of the same nerves and excitement that you felt on that first day of kindergarten. Your families, friends, community, and teachers are very proud to celebrate this important milestone in your lives. For the past 12 years, you have learned more than your letters and numbers, more than basic math facts, more than how to read or write an essay, more than how to solve equations, more than learning how to play an instrument, build a shed, or cook a meal. As learners at Eaton School, you have developed character. You have learned to get along and be kind and respectful. You have learned how to collaborate and what it means to work together as part of a team. Using your creativity and critical thinking skills, you have solved problems. Your leadership skills grew and developed. You have contributed to the building of culture at Eaton School. And throughout a pandemic, you have learned to persevere and to rise above. When students come to Eaton and become Spartans, they put their handprints on the wall. And now it is your turn to leave your mark, your thumbprint, on the graduation tree mural in the lobby before you set off out into the world beyond Eaton School and Etonia and leave your mark there. Today is your high school graduation day, but it is not your last day of learning. Tomorrow is a blank page just waiting to be filled. All you have to do is be yourself and live the story that no one else can live, the story of your own unique life. Be proud, be confident, and most of all, be happy. Greet the future with anticipation, dream big, and work hard. Remember your roots, your manners, and the way home. I would like to invite graduates Emma McClay and Brody Uman to the podium to pay tribute to the parents and ask that Joanie McClay and Vicki Uman join them for the reply from the parents.
I think we all know that none of us would be sitting up here on the stage if it wasn't for our parents. Literally. As children, I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, "You'll thank me later," at least once. And that time has come. This is our thank you for all of the times that we didn't get a chance to thank you guys for everything that you've done for us.
From chaperoning, sports, and extracurricular activities to helping out with homework and probably finding out about a bake sale the night before and baking some last minute sweets to send to school the next day. There are endless ways to thank you for what you've done for us.
You are not only our parents, but friends, a shoulder or two to cry on, our own personal advisors, and role models. You love and support us in all the decisions we make, and give us feedback that we may not want to hear, but it needs to be said. You are not afraid to tell us no or that we shouldn't do something because we don't know any better. Our dreams become your dreams because you want us to see us go into the world and achieve greatness.
You have always believed in us. In difficulty, it will be difficult for us when we leave our families. There are chances that we will most likely call you and ask a silly question, like how to cook, pay bills, or just because we miss you.
You have spent every day of the last 18 years loving us more than we will ever know, and that love will last forever. And on the behalf of the graduating class of 2021, I would like to say thank you to all of our parents. And since we can't have a toast here, raise a glass this evening for everything that our parents have done as we start a new chapter in our lives.
Good afternoon. My name's Vicki Ullman, and I'd like to say thank you to Brody and Emma for the wonderful tribute.
I'm Joanie McClay. Vicki and I are honored to represent all of the parents of Eaton graduates today. We start this afternoon by going back, rewinding to where this story first began. Close your eyes for a moment, parents. Graduates, just imagine all of these wishes we've been hoping and dreaming with you all these years. Your safe arrival, that first sparkling smile, a voice to say dad, a voice to say mom, and a voice to say no. Your courage and strength to take that first step.
Two loving arms that hugged when you had to go, the thrill when those legs pedaled you into the distance, a win on the court, stage, or field, making the grade, trading your energy to earn $1 and learn new skills.
Finding freedom and the costs that come behind the wheel. Finding and sharing love for others in this world. Triumphing through a pandemic. Celebrating that scroll in your hand and all it represents.
Through these past years, you've landed every milestone we could have wished for and more. We are so proud of you and who you've become. So now that we hold on, release even more, please know the excitement, support, and wishes will remain. Believe it or not, we share something special in common with you now.
Yep, each one of us are learning to navigate a new and exciting kind of journey with you, without you under our wings. Don't worry, I think us parents are going to be okay. And don't worry, we know and trust you're going to be okay too. Here is our adapted version of a little story called I Wish You More by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenhold. We wish you more ups than downs. We wish you more give than take. We wish you more friends than enemies.
We wish you more girls in the class instead of mostly boys. We wish you more we than me. We wish you more hugs than Uggs.
We wish you more Spartan and get out of here, Claudius. We wish you more woohoo than what the. We wish you more will than hill.
We wish you more places pinned on the map. We wish you more I can instead of I can't. We wish you more smooth roads instead of rough.
We wish you more pauses than fast forwards. We wish you more inner peace than fear. We wish you more smiles than masks could ever hide.
We wish you more experiences than you ever dreamed. We wish you more treasures than pockets. And we wish you more life stories than stars in the sky.
We wish all of this for you because you're everything we could have wished for. Congratulations, graduates. We love you. At this time, the graduates have a special presentation they would like to make to their parents to show their gratitude and appreciation. Graduates, underneath your seat is a rose. You can go down to your parents and make your presentations.
Reverse order now, guys.
After your moment, we'll get a couple pictures here. I see some staff taking some pictures, and then we'll have you return to the stage. Okay, we'll have Jordan head back up, please, after your shot.
It's gonna take us a second.
Yep. All right, so we'll have Jordan, John, Richie, Weelar, Logan, Kaleb, Carter, Quinn, Brody, Kyle, Tina, and Emma. Actually, Kyle, do you just want to wait there? As is tradition, the graduates elect a member of their class to represent them at their graduation ceremonies. This year's valedictorian is Kyle Thaker. Kyle will now come forward to give his valedictorian address.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, parents, teachers, and guests. Ever since I was a kid, I dreaded attending grads and having to sit through long speech after long speech. So, I will do my best to keep this short and sweet. Today is a day for celebrating our accomplishments. When I had big plans for my life and would get ahead of myself, my mom would always say, "Kyle, you just need to focus on graduating first." Well, we all did it. I would like to start by thanking the people that have helped shape us into the people we are today. To the parents who dropped us off in kindergarten, supported us through the years, and will be with us in the next stages of our journey. Even though we have not always agreed with your advice and guidance, we appreciate everything you have done for us and love you. I believe we are lucky to have grown up in the best community in Saskatchewan. The support we have received over the years at performances and sport games has always been amazing. We have always had encouragement to do well, knowing that the community had our backs. It is nice to know that even though some of us are leaving, we always have Etonia to call home. It has been an interesting year to say the least. I believe that we have made history by being a COVID senior class that has been affected by COVID restrictions throughout the whole school year. This could be looked at as a negative, but the positive spin would be that with the help of staff and support of the community, we have learned many traits that we will apply in our adulthood. We have gained resiliency, generosity, and caring for one another through challenging times. As the singer Brett Kissel says, tough times don't last, tough people do. While looking back on 13 years of school, we have all had lots of fun and made memories to last a lifetime. Who could forget our big Lions trip to the Moose Jaw tunnels? or bubble soccer on our class trip to Looseland Bible Camp, where we nearly killed each other with our competitive natures, or the many explosions in Mr. Holt's science classes, the girls' volleyball tournaments, or the boys' basketball regional run, or our provincial title win. Looks like I didn't forget that one. 63-48. I realize that this has been a particularly hard year to navigate for staff members, so I thought that it would be nice if we, as a graduating class, left some gifts to the great staff. Weelar and I leave our unused EDOs to Mrs. King, who has been working hard and always wished she could have earned the days that we took off. Tina leaves some of her kindness and enthusiasm for school to Miss Chernetsky. Quinn leaves his artistic ability to Mrs. Brady for all her many projects she has on the go. Emma leaves her leadership to the grade 11 class, who can use it when they are leaders of the school next year. John leaves his football lamp he made in PAA to Mr. Hayes to remind him of what a talented group we were. Richie leaves the keys to his office, aka the boys' bathroom, to Mr. Korchinski, who always had to deal with us. Logan leaves his basketball skills to next year's coach of the basketball team. Jordan leaves the ability to make his presence known in a room to Mrs. Hoffman in case her intercom ever breaks and she needs to be heard on the other side of the school. Kaleb leaves his love of metal music to Mrs. Weidel so she can spice up the marching band next school year. Carter leaves his love of cars and hot rods to Miss Radice, who always had to supervise the mechanics DLC course, and many days that wasn't the easiest task, to say the least. Brody leaves his prime parking spot to Mr. Holt. All these years we have thought Mr. Holt walked to save the environment, but maybe it was because he didn't have a good parking spot. In closing, I would like to wish my fellow graduates all the best in their future. We may not be together, but we will always be Spartans that can return home.
Thank you, Kyle. This year's graduating class chose a guest speaker who is a Spartan alumni, having graduated 20 years ago in 2021. Oh no, 2001. 2001. Chad is an excellent choice for guest speaker, as he has many experiences and words of wisdom to share with the graduates who are now concluding their K-12 schooling and beginning the next chapter of their lives. Chad Ginniger pursued a post-secondary education at the University of Saskatchewan and was a member of the U of S Huskies football team. Chad has been a firefighter for 12 or 13 years now. He wrote a children's book, which he has actually read to our students here at Eaton School. He coached a Medicine Hat City football team for a few years, and then he returned to Eaton and joined his former teammate Clint Hayes, coaching the Spartans to a provincial six-man football championship win in 2019. And now, he and his wife Robin will be learning something new when they become parents in October. Please welcome Chad Ginniger.
Good afternoon, everyone, and most notably the graduates of 2021. Lisa informed me that the graduates have issued a warning to me that if I go over 10 minutes, I owe them 100 burpees. They forgot who they're threatening, so I'm going to be up here an hour now. This is a significant moment in your life. Some people downplay the importance of graduation, stating, well, everyone gets a high school diploma. Although there is elements of truth to that, there's still something that you must earn. No one will just hand you a high school diploma, and all you have to earn it. And from this point on, if you want to achieve any sort of measurable success, you must earn it. As a guest speaker at a graduation of a smaller class, I'm actually fortunate tonight that I can speak about each graduate individually. However, my knowledge of each graduate is quite limited and for some of you non-existent. I was actually able to reach out to your parents and gain their insight, and they provided me with information. So without any sort of particular order at all, let's start with Kyle. Kyle, your parents tell me that you root for the underdog and you see the good in people. This signals to me that you have empathy, which is a very valuable trait. Every charity that is in existence is because someone saw the good in other people and wanted to help the underdog. Kaleb, you're a respectful, patient, and determined love, and you have a determined love for basketball and guitars. I've always admired people who have skills that I struggle to obtain, patience being one of them. Patience is a virtue that will serve you extremely well, and the ability to shred a guitar is just flat out cool. Not sure if you're a Metallica fan or not, but go to one of their concerts. It's insane. Tina, you are a happy and pleasant person who loves working with kids. I don't know if there's anything this world needs more than happy and pleasant people. And if you love working with kids, you'll have a very enjoyable life. Jordan, you're a positive person who cares for others with a unique sense of humor. Having a unique sense of humor is a very attractive quality. People enjoy being around somebody like you. Emma, your mom sent me a ton of information. When I was going through it all, I found that you and I share a love for reading. Reading will take you places you physically can't go. Also, having a passion for reading, you'll never be bored. Additionally, I'm told you basically try everything, including rugby. That is awesome. I have a rib that no longer goes back into place because of rugby. All of you football guys, take a lesson from Emma and go try rugby in your adult life. It's a very good substitute for football. Weelar, you're independent, work hard, and have always found yourself a job. Independence is a virtue which seems to be in dwindling supply. The generations of Canadians prior to us were very independent people, which is why this country is so great. It's good to see that alive and well in you. Richie, this is a verbatim quote from your dad. Not in jail, so that's a plus. Wait. I wasn't supposed to say that. Richie, you're a good kid with a bright future. Your parents are thrilled to see you becoming your own person, and by my observation, you'll do well for yourself. Logan, you are dedicated to whatever it is you choose to do. Many demands have been placed on you, but through it all, you've managed to train hard for sports, have a job, and study for school. Also, you have a deep willingness to help others. You certainly are an admirable person. Brody. Brody's caring, loves animals, loves work, and recently rebuilt an 83 Dodge with his dad. I have always admired restoration because it shows a level of commitment and caring. In our world of use, abuse, and throw away, it's refreshing to see people keep the past alive by restoring it. If time permits, I'd love to go for a ride. Quinn, you're creative and true to yourself and not afraid to be who you are. Billionaire Mark Cuban says creativity is the skill of the future, and he isn't wrong. Also, not being afraid to be who you are is impressive that you're able to achieve such a level of maturity in such a young age. Carter's a hard worker, and he helps with all the things he can, very hands-on, and learns quickly with a love for mechanics. I read an article stating that Canada's economy would be much better off if we had 30% less university students and 30% more skilled people in the trades. We need skilled tradesmen, and we definitely need you. John, you're a self-motivated, hard-working, determined young man. All the successful people I know and have read about are self-motivated. Continue on this path and you'll do well. I had one parent comment to me that what makes this class so special is that they all accept each other for who they are, which is very commendable. For the final portion of my speech, I have 4 points that I've found that will help you lead an enjoyable life. These are not life-changing, they're not prophecies or epiphanies. These are just 4 simple realities which will help you. The first point I'm going to talk about is kind of redundant because I heard it spoken about each and every one of you, but it is a good segue. So my first point is be kind and show gratitude. I can say with confidence that kindness is probably the most profoundly impactful statement I could convey to you tonight. We are not privy to all the details or events a person is experiencing, but I will assure you that every emotion you have ever felt, be it happiness or despair, someone else has felt the same. So be kind, because you will require it from somebody as well. Regarding gratitude, we all have reasons to be grateful. Also, it's my experience that ungrateful people are miserable. Even though at times it won't feel like you have anything to be grateful for, I assure you that there is. Simply put, we are all alive at the greatest point in human existence, and that alone is enough to be grateful. Now the second point. Now this one's the most fun. I call it go global, go travel. As a footnote, I encourage you to go climb the volcano Gunung and challenge the Miami SWAT team to a paintball match. I'll expand on those. But first, traveling is possibly the best educational experience you'll ever have. Especially now on the tail end of COVID, the world wants to see you and they want you to visit them. Now for my two hopefully quick stories. The first highlights the thrill of traveling alone and that you'll meet good people all around the world. In 2013, I spent 6 weeks backpacking through Southeast Asia. Prior to going, I love hiking, and so I just Google searched highest volcano in Indonesia, and up popped Gunung Kerinci. And through the comments section, I was able to find the email of this man in this village, Kersikchua, who actually spoke English and was a guide to go up and down this volcano. Now, the area I was going to, in terms of remoteness, it's kind of like Indonesia's version of the arm of Chesterfield, and Kersikchua is kind of their Ontario. It's certainly not the postcard Bali or Gili Islands that you think when you go to Indonesia. Anyways, so I flew into Indonesia, and I was taking this 8-hour van ride to Kersikchua, and in the van there's 10 people, and one girl actually spoke English, and she kind of translated back and forth between myself and her and everyone else in the van, and they're all super curious about me, because this area of the world is going to, North Americans don't actually really go there. So it was a bit of a novelty, so everyone was super curious. Anyways, I got to Kersikchua to get out, and my guide was nowhere to be found. So I'm standing there all alone, like this, and like it's getting late at night, and you could see the van driver really wanted to get going. But there was these two older people who were on the van with me, came over and stood right beside me, and the driver was kind of pushing for them to leave, and they adamantly refused to leave until I was taking care of them. All of a sudden I heard this, Mr. Chad. And I turned around and there was my guide, and I was like, oh, good, he's here. So I told the girl who could speak English, I was like, don't worry, the guide's here. She told the two older people right beside me, like, I you could decipher that basically he's okay now, we can leave. And the two older people looked at me, smiled, nodded at the driver, they got in the van, and then they took off. And then for the hike itself, it was absolutely wild. But that, I like telling that story because it shows you, so I was on the complete opposite side of the world, and I had these two people who didn't know me from a hole in the ground, but they would not leave my side simply because they saw a fellow being who needed to be helped out. So the second one I like telling because it shows how much fun you can have when you go travel with somebody that you really love. And so my wife Robin and I, pre-honeymoon trip, went to Colombia, and then we were in the Andes Mountains, and we were in the city of Medellin. So we signed up for this trip to kind of go up into the Andes, to lakes, nature, and it was really cool. Part of the trip was actually, they took us to Pablo Escobar's ranch. For those of you who don't know who Pablo Escobar is, he's the most notorious drug kingpin that ever existed, and in today's dollars, he'd be worth like 35 billion. So anyways, we go to their ranch to play paintball, and the tour guide, some people didn't want to play, they went away, and the tour guide looked at us, well, who wants to play? So Rob and I put our hand up, and then these two skinny guys from Britain, they put their hands up, and then these three guys on the Miami SWAT team, they put their hands up. So the tour guide's like, oh, I'll go with these three guys, so it's 4 and 4, so it's fair. I was like, well, real fair. So these guys, before the game, they're sighting in their guns, they're like planning strategy in the cabins and everything, and I was just like, what did I do? My wife's gonna get destroyed here. But who do you think won? The two skinny Brits, the farmer and the curler. So, point number 3, you either win or you learn. I've borrowed this lesson from my wife and her curling team. For a number of years now, her team has been utilizing a sports psychologist who impresses upon them that after every loss, there lies an opportunity. I guarantee every single one of you here will fail at some point in your future. In your education, professional life, workplace, personal relationships, you are going to fail. You can either wallow in self-pity or you can learn from the situation and improve your future abilities. How you respond to these losses will define who you are. I'm going to borrow a quote from the greatest basketball player to ever live, Michael Jordan. Bear with me. Quote, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. End quote. Had Michael Jordan never learned from his failures, he never would have been the basketball player that he was. So my last point, point number 4. Surprisingly, I had my inspiration for this last point from our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. I was listening to him deliver a grad speech to Penn State graduates, and as cringeworthy as it was to listen to, he ended off with, "Go and change the world." Now, to me, that's a very vague and ambiguous statement to make. It kind of leaves someone feeling inadequate and lost. Instead of trying to change the world, do this. Go and make yourself the best version of you possibly can. I hope that feels like more of a manageable task. And also, ironically, it is completely unselfish as it provides you with the ability to affect change and improve people's lives. And as an arm's length example, it's exactly why I came to stand before you here today. 20 years ago, I decided I wanted to make myself the best football player I possibly could be. I solely focused on myself and improved a skill. This skill led me to university and the numerous opportunities it presented. Not once did I ever think I was going to change the world, but 20 years later, I was able to use that skill I had developed to help some kids from my hometown win a provincial championship, and in my own small way, I changed their world. And you guys changed Robert's world by serving them up a healthy dose of humility. It was at that point I wanted to do a big old mic drop, but I have to say thank you. So thank you for having me up here tonight. I really enjoyed it. I wish you all the best. Good luck. Go enjoy your life because life is worth enjoying. Thank you.
Do you want me to get out this?
Thank you so much, Chad. That was excellent. Excellent advice, pulling from your experiences. And I think you guys, I hope you took some of that to heart, what Chad had to say. Jordan's going to come up and thank Chad on behalf of the graduating class.
Is it on? Okay. So I didn't prepare a speech or anything for you, Chad, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. So thanks. I got you a gift. Yeah. So it's from our grad class. I hope you like it. You know, a lot of thought went into it. Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be at a loss for words, Jordan. We will now have the presentation of the diplomas. Not only will each graduate receive a diploma indicating the successful completion of their grade 12, they will receive a gift bag which contains several letters of congratulations, a pen from the Sunwest School Division, a centennial cookbook from the Eaton School Community Council, a keepsake hat, and a special Spartan pin given only to graduates of Eaton School to recognize their accomplishments and time as Spartans. So I will call each graduate forward, and I have a few words to say about you.
Mrs. King. Mrs. King.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to hand you your diploma, but I will ask after I've said a few words about you that you go to the table that's located in the corner. Starting on the right-hand side at the front will be the bags with your name on it. And double check the tag, okay? Yes. And so what I'll do is have you go back to your seats with your parents, and we'll call you up one at a time. That will also give your parents an opportunity to take pictures of them as they're standing up here to get their diploma. So if you guys could rejoin your parents, please. Jordan. You may as well join me now. Jordan Anthony Graham. Just stand there. Jordan joined the class of 2021 when he was in grade 7. Not only is Jordan a big guy, having to duck when he walks through the classroom doors, but he also has a big personality. He hopes that people will say that he's smart and tall. Not only is Jordan a very outgoing and enthusiastic individual, but he also has a great sense of humor. I will miss his greetings every time he sees me. Hey, Miss King. Or, how's it going, Mrs. King? Jordan is a politician at heart. He loves a good debate. Seldom does a class go by when he doesn't argue a point. Jordan likes to be involved at Eaton. He played volleyball, basketball, and football, and was actively involved in leadership on the SRC, and always helps out whenever and wherever he's needed. His role as a narrator in 13 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse was memorably entertaining. Jordan is a hard worker and does well under pressure, so he is certain to excel in his post-secondary plan of attaining his business degree at Edwards School of Business at the University of Saskatchewan this fall, followed by a law degree with the ultimate goal of becoming a judge. Congratulations, Jordan. Jonathan Lucas Stevens. John is a very conscientious student who always strives to give his best in any task. He is a hard worker who consistently puts in the work that is needed and never quits. Staff would say that John is an upstanding individual with good morals and that he is always willing to lend a hand. When you think of John, you automatically think football, football, football. That passion for the game and the desire to play meant John was often working on bettering his skills after school and in the evenings. Even though an injury sidelined him, John was proud to be a Spartan provincial football champion. John has also enjoyed playing basketball and taking advantage of his height and size under the basket to put rebounds in the hoop. The Senior Boys Basketball District Championship is another of John's proud memories. John has a love of history and sports, and he got a lot of enjoyment from working with younger students through helping coach the Junior Spartans football team. It was these experiences and interests that have inspired John to take kinesiology and education at the University of Saskatchewan to pursue a career in teaching physical education and history. Congratulations, John. Richard James Adams. Richie might strike you as being a quiet, shy person, but don't let that fool you. He is a friendly and a fun-loving personality. He gets along well with his fellow graduates and other students, both older and younger than him. Richie hopes that when people speak of him, that they refer to him as a speaker with a silver tongue. His family, friends, and teachers can attest that Richie does have the gift of the gab. He's always willing to help out when needed, especially if it gets him out of class. Right, Richie? Richie is very athletic and loves sports, especially basketball and football. He was a proud member of the Spartan Provincial Six-Man Football Championship team and the Senior Boys Basketball District winning team. He always demonstrates good sportsmanship on the court and on the field. Swish Adams can often be seen shooting hoops after school, either in the gym or on the court out back of the school. Next year, Richie plans to enter the workforce and work for a year with the long-range plan of taking kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Richie. Weelar Holton O'Connor. Weelar is known for his sense of humor and quick wit. Lots of times I would hear, "Come on, Miss King," followed by Weelar's laugh. He's not as innocent as he looks. A proud moment for Weelar was being on the Spartan Football Provincial Championship team. He will also be remembered for playing basketball in the gym while wearing his cowboy boots. Weelar has always enjoyed hands-on learning in the shop and cooking class. He's a pretty good cook, even though he may be a little heavy-handed with the seasoning. One class in particular comes to mind when he added a 1/4 cup of pepper instead of the 1/4 teaspoon required. Weelar has always been a determined young man. This year, he set a goal for himself and worked to accomplish it. He organized his classes so that he could complete them early or finish them through the DLC so that he could start working for his uncle at the RM near Tagaski. Weelar plans to continue working for the RM for a year before taking a heavy-duty mechanics course and finding a career in the area of farming or mechanics. Congratulations, Weelar. Logan Anthony Davis. Logan originally joined the class in grade 9, went to Brooks for grade 10, and then returned in grade 11 to finish his schooling at Eaton. He fit in with his classmates right away because he's a very easygoing, relaxed personality. That is, until he hits the basketball court or the football field. As soon as he does, Logan becomes very competitive and gives it his all. While Logan loves football and being part of the Spartan 6-man provincial winning team, his passion is basketball. He was especially proud of their senior boys basketball district win in grade 11. Many evenings and weekends, you can hear the sounds of a basketball game going on behind the school as Logan and his brother Leighton play like Kyrie Irving and Damian Willard. In the classroom, Logan is very quiet, but works conscientiously and diligently. He likes to challenge himself. When asked what he would like people to say about him, Logan hopes they would say that he's a great guy. Well, that they do, Logan. In the future, Logan plans to enter the workforce for a year before pursuing a degree in kinesiology. Congratulations, Logan. Kaleb Michael Dean Lariviere Bouvier. Kaleb moved to Etonia and became a Spartan when he was in grade 10. He joined band to start as he loves to play the guitar and drums. Whether he's in the classroom or walking down the hall, Kaleb is always listening to music and tapping his fingers along with the beat. He then switched to PAA to hone his cooking skills. His kitchen group taught him to appreciate spicy food and that everything tastes better with hot sauce. While Kaleb is a quiet individual, he is a good guy who possesses a great sense of humor. Kaleb played volleyball this past fall, but his favorite sport is definitely basketball, and he tries to spend as much time dribbling and shooting as possible. Kaleb likes working outside. He is patient and hardworking. Combined with his strong determination to succeed, these characteristics will take him far. His plans for the future include entering the workforce and continuing to practice his guitar with hopes of being able to play professionally in a band. Congratulations, Kaleb. Carter James McGraw. Carter moved from North Battleford to Etonia and joined the class of 2021 in grade 8. Carter has a distinct personality and is his own person. He is independent and strong. He's very caring and likes to look after others or help out whenever he's needed. In basketball, Carter is a great team player and was proud of his team's senior boys district championship win when he was in grade 11. He worked hard to improve his skills and could be seen moving quickly up and down the court. He certainly had hustle and never gave up. Maybe Carter didn't play football, but he was usually on the sideline cheering his friends on. He hopes that when people speak of him, that they say, he's amazing. During his apprenticeship at Energy Dodge in Kindersley, Carter stood out as having strong mechanical abilities and being a hard worker. This is a great first step for him as Carter intends to enter the workforce, hopefully in a mechanical or farming role. Long term, he plans to attend Sask Polytechnic and apprentice as a mechanic. Congratulations, Carter. Quinn Evan Price. Quinn has excelled at many things throughout the past 13 years at Eaton School. He is a strong student and an exceptionally motivated and talented young man. He has proven himself capable of balancing school, competitive dance, extracurricular involvement, and a part-time job. Quinn is not afraid to be his own person and take part in the things he wants to do. He is a hard worker, a good role model, and a strong leader. He showed initiative as he was the driving force in the formation of a GSA at Eaton School to promote a welcoming, inclusive environment for all. He's been involved in many school activities, whether it be promoting school spirit, acting as MC, painting murals, or helping out at band performances or sporting events. This fall, Quinn will follow his passion for creating and design and will attend a fashion school in British Columbia. One day we may see designs by QP in store or online and know that Quinn has worked hard to achieve his goals. Congratulations, Quinn. Brody Lewis Uman. Brody has been a member of the Eaton class of 2021 since he came to Eaton when he was in grade 1. Throughout the past 12 years, we have come to know Brody as a very caring person. He is great with the younger students and has been a noon hour supervisor for the past 2 years. Likewise, he's always worked well with the residents of EOL whenever we've gotten together with them at various times, including Terry Fox Walks and Remembrance Day services. Brody also has quite a sense of humor and is often trying to get a reaction. I will miss listening to Brody and Jordan argue in PAA like an old married couple. Brody hopes that people will one day say that he is a handsome millionaire playboy. One of Brody's strengths is that he is a hands-on learner, excelling in the shop and in CWEX, as well as working on vehicles at home. His skills and work ethic at the RM helped Brody secure a job with the RM of Chesterfield after graduation. Brody's long-term goal is to get his commercial helicopter license and become a helicopter pilot. Congratulations, Brody. Kyle Andrew Thaker. Kyle has always gotten along well with his classmates, and the fact he was chosen to be valedictorian by them is a testament to the friendships he formed over the past 13 years. In the classroom, Kyle does his best and works hard. In PAA, he always asks, "What's cooking, good looking?" and is in charge of the tunes. He considers himself a master chef, and every dish we cooked was good, but even better with hot sauce. Kyle was a proud player on the Spartan Football Provincial Championship team. Kyle has a definite sense of humor, and being the youngest of his family, he's tried to get away with a few things, but he can't pull the wool over his mom's eyes or mine. Kyle is best known for trying to wheel and deal and for getting permission from his dad to take those EDOs to go hunting. He even tried to get an EGO, earned grad week off. Kyle has also set goals for himself to get his pilot's license and an A1 license. After graduation, Kyle will be attending the University of Saskatchewan, where he will take agribusiness in the College of Agriculture so that he may return to the family farm to apply what he learns in school. Congratulations, Kyle. Tina Peters. Tina will be missed at Eaton. She's a kind and caring person, and she's always nice to everybody. As one of only 2 girls in the class, Tina helps keep the boys in her class in line, which is not an easy task. She often tells it like it is and does it with a smile. Being a super hard worker and a great volunteer, Tina will always get done any task you give her. For the past 2 years, Tina has been a noon supervisor, as she is exceptional when working with younger students. She's also been actively involved in our SRC and has been known to MC pep rallies and organize SRC events. Being super organized is an asset regardless of what Tina is involved in. Tina enjoys cooking. Her experience in PAA as well as the EOL and at Brady's store will benefit her after high school. Following graduation, Tina will be joining the workforce and take classes online in cooking and health and safety. Perhaps you will one day see Tina working at or even owning a restaurant in Medicine Hat. The food will surely be good. Congratulations, Tina. Emma James McClay. Emma began kindergarten at Etonia, moved to a couple of other schools for a bit, and then returned to the home of the Spartans when she was in grade 10. For the past 3 years, Emma has been actively involved in student leadership on the Eaton SRC and Team SunWest. She can often be seen promoting school spirit, collaborating with others, planning activities and conferences, and more. Emma is athletic and enjoyed playing team sports, including volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Being the consummate volunteer, she could also be counted on to help out at various sporting, school, and community events. Emma is a very talented musician who excels at playing the trumpet and has also learned to play the trombone. Her leadership skills have extended into the band room, where she mentors other brass players. Emma is very friendly and outgoing. After graduation, Emma will attend the University of Alberta on the Camrose campus to obtain a Bachelor of Business Management. Because Emma is a passionate reader, she dreams of one day working in or running a library. Congratulations, Emma. We will now be taking a socially distanced group picture of the graduates on the risers. We will have a staff member take a few pictures, and then to give parents a chance to get their own pictures, we'll ask one person to come forward when your grad's name is called. So can you all please stand, graduates?
And take out your diplomas so we can see.
Take your diploma that's in the black folder inside your gift bag out.
You might want to
Hold it in front of you. Do you want them opened, Mr. Holt, or
It's
closed?
kind of windy, so it's up to them. They might want to keep them closed just because it's windy. It's up to them.
Decide as a group, guys.
Fold it back and have it open. Now smile. Come on, woohoo, you did it! This picture's going on the wall. And then yes, so that I can go back and look at the wall and say 20 years ago they graduated and they're the guest speaker. Right, Chad? That's how I knew 2001.
Richie, can you move any to your left? Brody, can you move a bit to your right? We can't see Richie. Everybody
But
else,
don't
I
fall
can
off.
see Kyle move a bit to your right, left. I can see Weelar really well. Move another step, Kyle.
You're on the edge. So when these Mr. Holt's finished, we'll have the Adams, O'Connor, and Thaker families come out and socially distance for a group picture, please.
I'm good.
Smiling. You get to smile for the next 10 minutes straight. You don't have a vote. Davis, and Stevens. If anybody's wanting to take a picture. Two-handing it there, Leighton. Graham McGraw Price. Are you still smiling, Richie?
Pretend it's math class and you're excited.
And then Le Riviere, Bouvier, McClay, and Peters families.
You don't need to smile if they can't see your face.
So this, you can just remain standing. This brings the Eaton School graduation ceremony of 2021 to a close. We are thankful for the beautiful day. When it was raining the other day, I was commenting, oh, I hope it gets it out of its system and it'll be beautiful today. And Jordan said, oh, you're going to jinx us. But I didn't. I would like to thank the Eaton staff who contributed to making today special for our graduates, especially Mr. Holt, Mrs. Faca, and Mrs. Manueller. Thank you to all of you who joined us this evening, and to those of you who were able to join us online as we celebrated the accomplishments of these young people, these 12 young people who are now ready to set out and begin writing a new chapter in their lives. Graduates, we are very proud of you. We hope that today was special and that you will fondly remember your time at Eaton School and your graduation day. Once again, I present to you the Eaton School graduating class of 2021. Thanks again, everyone. You can just leave the chairs and make your way home. Have a great rest of your day, grade 12s.